Hello, hello.
Yo.
So day 05 of no air conditioner, and they just told us it might be another week.
Wait, are you guys having the same issue that Texas is having, or what?
No, the whole Midwest is experiencing a heat wave right now, like a really long one. Like it's right now. I mean, it's not as bad. Like, it's 81 right now, and it's 8:30 at night. Usually, it's in the 60s this time, and like all of a sudden, it was just like 20 degrees hotter during the day and the night. So
It's 80 right now for you?
yeah, it's 81 right now, and it's pitch black outside. Um, but I guess something like 12 of the units here had their ACs die, so everybody's waiting here. And the compressor is what went out in ours, and I guess they won't just give them a compressor. They have to buy a whole new unit, and so they waited over the weekend to find that out, and so now they're waiting for a new unit, and they have to get it approved and all this stuff. So it's gonna be like another
Oh
week
my
before we have
God.
AC. But my wife's looking into it. After a week, they're apparently supposed to like give us like hotel vouchers or lower our rent or something. So because
Yep.
it's because
Good.
it's ridiculous, man. Like they gave us a little AC unit, so our bedroom is cold. So little man and the dog were all huddled up in the one room at night because the rest of the house is 80 something degrees. So everybody's just like not in the best mood right now. Little
Yeah,
man's
Um,
that
little
sucks.
man's like, Mama, I'm hot. And I'm just like, bro, I can't do nothing about it, bro.
somebody had me on Instagram. They were saying it was like 117 degrees where they were at,
It got to
and
102 here, and that
I
those
looked
are
and it was 116 here. So yeah, it's pretty bad right now.
Vegas broke their record for like heat. So it's a legit heat wave. I mean, I looked this time of the year last year, it was like high 70s this time of year, and it's been around 95 the last week. So like day 2 or 3 of the heat wave, the AC broke, something like that. So yeah, just waiting it out, I guess. We'll see what
You
they
got
say.
fans
They
going
got
on, right?
Yeah, I got a fan blowing at me right now, full blast, and it's just blowing like room temp
Just
air at me
blowing hot
though.
air. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, circulating air still feels better than stagnant
Of
air,
course.
but yeah, no bueno. But like I said, they got 2 more days, and then I guess they violate like some law, so we're just waiting for that. I don't know.
Yeah. Watch
If,
the heat wave will be over, and then
I
they'll
mean,
fix it.
they might honestly like do something where like this month's rent is half or something, you know. So we'll see.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like I always say, it's better to be cold than warm because you can only do so much about being warm. Whereas
Yeah,
if it's
cold, you can
cold,
just put layers on. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
yeah,
Like this time of the year, the heater breaks, or like next time, like 6 months from now, it's the opposite. Like the heater breaks, and so
Oh,
we're doing the
man.
podcast, and I'm wearing a scarf, like all this, like
dude.
full snowboarding gear,
When we were in
goggles.
Phoenix, yesterday, I saw like polar opposites. I saw this guy out in 116-degree weather with a shopping cart and a big gulp just walking around. And then I also saw somebody in like full winter garb, scarf and all. Yeah, I was like, "What are you doing, bro? Trying to have a heat stroke?"
Well, I mean, I know that like obviously this is not what you're talking about, but I know that a lot of construction workers and stuff like that during the heat, they'll wear long sleeves and pants and all that stuff because it protects them from sunburn, you know?
Yeah.
So like they'll have rags on and everything. So it's, like, do you want to be hot or do you want to be sunburned? Being sunburned obviously is not fun. And having to put sunblock on every 2 hours is not fun either, or every 90 minutes. Because when I was a lifeguard, that was so annoying. We had to put sunblock every 90 minutes on, and the 8 to 10 hour shifts usually. And then, I mean, if you didn't, you paid the price, and that was not fun because you'd be sitting in your chair and the sun's just like baking your sunburn even worse, Because
Oh,
once you get
man.
sunburnt, like sunblock doesn't help. Like it just hurts. So you're just instead of sunblock, you're just putting on like aloe vera,
Yeah.
sitting there you're like, I hope I don't get what's it called? What's skin cancer called?
Let's just call it
Skin
skin
cancer?
cancer. It's easier.
No,
to
there's
know
a-
what we're talking about.
It
don't know
okay,
the
yeah.
name.
There's a name for it, but I don't know.
I,
Anyways,
I'm trying to think because what's the one for blood?
leukemia, I think.
Leukemia, right? Yeah, and then the skin one, I don't know.
I wanted to say something and I lost it, but
What were you gonna say, mesothelioma or something?
no, it's
Melanoma.
melanoma. I
melanoma?
think it's
Yeah.
melanoma. Yeah,
Let me
it's no
see.
joke.
Who cares? I'm not gonna. Yeah,
That's-
melanoma.
The other thing I wanted to talk about was crypto, real quick. I don't think people
Oh
like.
yeah.
I don't think people like when we sit and talk about crypto for an hour because only so many people care about it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see PKA. They'll like move on from hockey or UFC talk because they'll talk about it for too long. Or weightlifting too, because it's just people only
Sure.
care about certain topics so much. But anyways, crypto. So China banned crypto from institutions, right? And
What the heck
like,
does that mean?
I don't know. All I know is that the market is down big time, like enough that Ethereum dipped below $2,000. I bought another Ethereum, so I got 5 Ethereum. If it goes back up to its peak, I'm gonna make 10 grand.
Awesome.
And then I have 3,000 Dogecoin because it went down to 21 cents, and I'll keep buying it if it keeps going down.
It's at 19 and it was at 17 earlier.
Okay, I might buy some more then.
Yeah.
Oh
Because-
man.
Because
Oh, man.
I've already read that that Dogecoin is being more accepted. Obviously being on Coinbase now, it just makes it.
Sure.
It's gonna stick around.
Yeah.
And there'll definitely be rallies and stuff. I mean, all it takes is for the market to go back up, and it's gonna go back up to like 40 cents, and then I'll sell it, and make like
Sure.
$1,500, $2,000 or something. So
Yeah.
No, because what country is it that they started accepting Bitcoin and they have like ATMs for Bitcoin now?
they got ATMs in the U.S. for Bitcoin.
Yeah, I know, but like
Yeah.
what people were excited about is literally a country's like two only accepted currencies were the U.S. dollar and then Bitcoin. So
Some
Mhm.
European country,
avoid
right?
the rest. I thought it was South America.
Or South America? I don't know.
I think
Okay.
it started with a B. I don't think it was Brazil. I think it was something else. Let me see. Country that started accepting Bitcoin. It was El Salvador.
Mm.
Okay. I was also going to. What was I gonna mention? Damn it. Oh, Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk's back on the PlayStation Store. If you guys didn't see, after like
I
6
told
months,
Is it
you
really?
the game is better now, dude.
people are still complaining it runs at 15 frames per second on base model PS4s and Xboxes. So they're looking
Yeah,
at more
but-
lawsuits. I think. I honestly think that like they're gonna end up delaying the DLC and stuff. Man, it's bad.
They already did. Wasn't it supposed to come out like?
They delayed it because of that
This year?
cyber attack, but I think they're gonna end up delaying it again because people are buying it and then asking for refunds right away. So it's gonna get either
What a
taken off the store
disaster,
again and they already discounted it
know.
$10, so it's $50 on the store now instead of 60. So they're just losing money, bro. I honestly think
Yeah.
like any plans of a Cyberpunk 2 are not looking good. Investors are mad.
Yeah, they're gonna have to have some kind of comeback, I think, or like a re-release, like
Like No Man's
a
Sky.
Cyberpunk. Yeah, but like if you think about it, like the hard disk versions, like if you find a physical copy of Cyberpunk, and you for whatever reason don't have internet, like you're fucked. You're playing
Well, actually,
yeah.
no, because the physical copies they don't have the game on there anymore, do they?
What
Because
do
you
you
still
mean?
have to install it when you get the disc, which you used to not have to do because the game was on the disc. That's the point of the disc originally, but now they don't do that. It's just basically a key so you can download it.
That's stupid.
Really? That's they didn't have like
All I
disc
know
for
is
it?
I mean being on PC, Nintendo used to buy games because digitally
Yeah.
it's expensive to like upgrade memory for Nintendo Switches, but physical games. I mean, dude, Genie, I think because there's a place here where I think it's called For Your Entertainment. You ever heard of those places?
What do they do?
It's like a movie / pop culture type store.
I
So like you
might
go,
have.
it's like one of the few places that you can go, and it's just all like physical media. Like they sell used like movies and TV box sets and stuff. But
Oh yeah.
anyways,
Okay.
I'm gonna go through all my Blu-rays, and I'm gonna keep all the 4K ones, but I'm basically gonna take the majority of them, go sell them, because they're just sitting there collecting dust. I never use them, and like a lot of them,
Yeah.
I've taken the digital code and just it's on Vudu, you know.
Yeah, dude, I do Voodoo as well. I love Voodoo. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of TV shows, so we watched a lot. We finished season 1 of Fargo, which was
Okay.
very good. Highly recommend the first season of Fargo. Like, it's
Yeah.
really well done. We started the second season. I like how it starts, but there was aliens in it for some reason at the beginning, like a UFO or something. So I'm just kind of like, what is that about? So I guess we'll see.
Really?
Yeah, I looked it up, but a lot of people said you don't get any answers about it. Like it kind of pissed people off that was in there for like 2 seconds. So,
Uh-huh.
but love the way that they do it and how there's all these big actors in it, you know. So, and like it's always like the cops are like the only good people in the show. Everybody else is just like
Yeah.
they always do something wrong, or you know they cover something up, or yeah, it's interesting because like the first season came full circle. Like, you know, everybody kind of got what they deserved, so it was good. I was surprised though. There was like a big time jump. Not a big time jump, but like it kind of makes you think people are gonna get away with stuff, and then it's good. Definitely recommend the first season of Fargo. Chris, you can watch it because it's on Vudu. So I gotta give you the login, but
Yeah, I can't. Still haven't watched the newer Blade Runner yet because of that.
but we watched it all together, didn't we?
Yeah, like 3 years ago.
That's true. Dude, I didn't realize that movie came out in 2017.
Yeah.
It's
Dude,
been-
I
it's
have
been 4
my
years.
ticket for it in my wallet, I realized. It is
Blade
like
Runner?
one of 3 movies. Yeah, like for 2049.
I want
It
a
is like
poster.
one of 3 movies. Yeah.
I want one of those fan made posters.
Yeah.
Because I hate those like generic ass posters that they
Okay. Yeah.
Swiss Army Man.
Yeah, I've got that one.
That's a
and I've
goofy ass
got
movie.
Cold War. You don't like it?
I didn't say I didn't like it. I just said it's a goofy movie.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. I don't know if I haven't seen it forever.
When
Finish
is
the.
Kenobi coming out?
Who knows? I think it's coming out sometime this year, maybe early next year.
Yeah.
I
Did you watch Loki yet?
Of course,
Me?
Genie
No.
did it.
I haven't watched
Whoa.
anything yet. I torrented it like
Episode 3 tomorrow. Episode 3 of Loki tomorrow. iCarly
Damn.
can wait, bro.
No?
Let's yes. Tomorrow's
Today's Monday.
Or no, today's Monday. Okay. Well, tomorrow
Jesus,
night,
dude.
midnight tomorrow night.
Okay.
It's not that big a deal, Chris. Don't start getting bent out of shape about a time. My goodness. Keep saying a lot. I'm sorry. My brain is just fried dealing with everything.
No, you're saying
I was gonna say
I'm
again. I'm just saying that one definitely. There's no rush, dude.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. My wife didn't like it.
Like at all, kind of thing.
She just said that Miranda Cosgrove, like you can tell why she hasn't really been anything except like music videos where she doesn't talk, because she's not that good of an actor, man.
Yeah.
Well,
Everybody else in that show's better.
I saw a couple like TikToks where people were talking about the show, and I was like, I don't even know if I want to watch it because I feel like
It's worth it for Spencer, literally just for him. He's the only reason to watch
everything's worth it for that. Because he's always played like good characters in shows, like in Drake and Josh,
Crazy Steve.
Crazy Steve, yeah, and
the guy at the movies, yeah.
they should they need to do a movie just about him.
You remember somebody ate his leftovers and like, what are you doing? He's like, what? He's like, you're eating Crazy Steve's leftover meatloaf or whatever. He's like, who ate my meatloaf? He just leaves. And Josh just starts running.
I think it was enchiladas.
Whatever. Yeah, enchiladas. Yeah, who ate my enchiladas?
I feel like that guy could kill it in a serious role.
I don't know. Like, he's definitely good at playing like a crazy person. Cause you, literally, customers would come up to him and ask him for a refill, and he would lose his shit. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's like not in anything though. The only he's in a bunch of the Nickelodeon shows, right? He was
Uh-huh.
in Donnie Darko. I
Don't
guess.
remember
Okay.
that. This is
Uh,
have you guys seen, trying to think what he's been at. He's in that show Silicon Valley. Long hair, hippie looking dude, talks really slow. He's
The
he's
guy with
in
the small mouth.
he's in Knocked Up too, as well.
Silicon Valley
If I should, here, I'll send you guys a picture.
hippie.
Like he reminds me of him because he's always in these smaller roles.
Keenan, what's the name of that guy? Keenan. Never mind. He's focused on his beats right now.
oh,
They love Silicon Valley.
Martin
Genie,
Starr.
Martin Starr.
He has a beard in Silicon Valley.
What was
He
his
kind
character's
of
name again?
does.
I'm just saying that guy is like somebody who reminds me of like.
Sure,
he's
yeah.
just kind of like there in a lot of stuff, you know.
Yeah, he's got that vibe. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so somebody was like, oh, because we're talking about crypto. Dogecoin is like done or whatever, and then they showed a graph of like every single crypto, and it was all the same because like everything dipped.
Oh yeah.
Everything's
Yeah.
crashing.
But they're saying it's because of that China thing. Like everybody's scared. It's the people who don't.
probably
It's the
is.
people that don't know about like how crypto works that are jumping out. Everybody will
No,
get back
dude,
in.
I guarantee they're all just gonna move somewhere else.
What do you mean?
The big crypto farms, yeah, they're gonna move somewhere
Oh,
else.
yeah, they shut down crypto farms too.
Which
In,
they
in,
dude,
one-
they
in one
showed,
country, it was like 28 Bitcoin farms or something, or 27.
which is also why I think what's it called? The difficulty went down recently. And it's because it's just difficulty is like how hard it is to mine. But it's what's it? Oh yeah, it's going back up. My hash. I don't know. Bottom line is things have gotten wonky lately because of that. So it's had a really weird impact.
Mm.
But what I was gonna say is, so Jopa had sent me that computer, and so I have it in my closet, and it's a Minecraft server and a mining rig.
Is it working right now?
Yeah, it's
What do you- are
freaking
you-
hot in here.
The guy who does the helium coin miners got back to me.
Yeah, what did he tell you to shove it up your butt or what?
That's not why, bro. He had me fill out a thing, and they said they'll get back to me in like 2 to 3 weeks because they're having some delays in production right now for the miners. So, but it sounds like they want to work with me. So,
Okay.
and Danny Bartok, he said in his area there's not a lot of miners, and with 2 miners he's been making like $1.50 a day, but he had one day like a week
How much is
ago,
it worth?
like $14. He had
Okay.
he had a coin like one day, or he had a one day like a week or two ago, where all of a sudden his it was like his miner got selected for like a big challenge or something like that, and he made like 74 coins in a day.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I've had that happen before where my the amount that I was making per day went up to like any double
It spiked,
for like
yeah.
a week. Yeah, and I was like, what the heck? And then when it went down, I was like, what did I do wrong?
What I do? What did I do? But I mean, he said that he's talked to a lot of people who have it, and they're like making a killing with it because there's more in their area. I think I'm closer to Danny Bartok's boat, but I mean, I'll literally just, once I make enough coins to buy another miner, I'll just buy another one. The next thing you know, I'll have like 5 miners, you know, and then I'll be making like 3 or 4 coins a day, which is like, you know, it just adds to your passive income.
Of course.
And they look like little hotspots. They just sit there.
Yeah, but you know, they're gonna have people who have like giant farms eventually.
I don't know, because this is regulated more. It's regulated by Google. It's a Google project.
Yeah, but doesn't it benefit them to have more of them out there?
Yes, but they also want people to use their. You have to use their miners because they use it for data for something.
I don't know, dude, because like for example, with the 3060,
They're saying it has
I think it's
research
3060.
purposes behind it. It's not just like a coin that people like. It's also a currency, but it's got data reasons behind it, research reasons.
I'm sure the security on it is pretty tight, but people always find a way.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, we'll see. The coin has kind of stayed steady around the $12 to $20 range. It hasn't had any like super crazy spikes, I don't think. But a couple more weeks and hopefully I'll be getting one. Because I think they go for like $400 or $500. So, and I think I think Danny Bartuk said the way that he had it set up was every like 25 or 30 times this code got used, they sent him another miner. So I can make a killing like that, I think.
Dude, yeah.
They would make easy content too. It'd be like, oh, a weekly update or something.
Yeah.
How many coins we
Dude,
made.
Speaking of helium, so like when you were younger and you would go on like a road trip and you would just kind of sit there and think about random crap. I had this thought. I was like, if you wanted to make money, like a ton of money through time travel, you would get a bunch of balloons because they have helium in it, right? And you would go to the future and you would sell the helium because we're supposed to run out of it eventually.
Because what? We're supposed
We're
to run
supposed to
out?
We're going to run out of helium eventually. So if you went forward like 200 years and said, hey guys, I have a bunch of balloons, they would freak out.
That sounds like the most stupid, time-consuming way to make
That
money
is
I've ever
like-
heard.
Yeah.
Dude, but it's stupid. It'd be super, or maybe you wouldn't go forward that far because by then they'd probably figure out how to like
So,
synthesize it.
okay,
But like, dude, that
Okay,
makes so much sense.
it would
right?
only work if this is a portal scenario, not like a machine scenario. Because how many balloons can you fit in a time machine, bro?
Well, we already discussed that the only way that you would actually get time travel to work properly is if you made a teleporter because the Earth is constantly moving.
So what? You're gonna sit there and just like with
No,
like
I'm not saying you
balloons
actually get a
with
bunch of
rocks
balloons.
tied
I'm
to
saying
them
you
and just
get-
throw them through the portal?
You get a bunch of the tanks that they actually use to fill up the balloons.
Why don't you just take
Even
tanks of
then, you
helium?
gotta, like,
Yeah,
lug all these.
That's what I just said.
you said
I think-
balloons.
You wouldn't actually take balloons. I said you would take the tanks.
I was literally picturing you in like up style with
Yeah,
like
the
a
up-
million balloons.
I know, it's like imagine
I was like-
Chris. He's like low key kind of floating too, but he's like,
So guys, I
I gotta
brought
get
one
to the
balloon. It's
future.
like, are
Hey.
you freaking serious? You came from the past and you brought one balloon?
Bro, you go like a little bit too back in the past, and like people have never seen balloons before, and they just shoot you with muskets.
No, have you been seeing the GTA 5 like the people who walk around dressed as like
Yeah,
people from
colonial
the
people,
Revolutionary War? Yeah, yeah, and so they got like
no way.
rap music, but it has like colonial lyrics in it and stuff like that. It's like got this
Oh.
scallywag lacking.
Oh
And they'll
my
literally
God.
just
Just they're pulling
execute
out
people
muskets.
with a musket. Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
Blunderbuss.
I saw a video. These guys, they got like some really old looking car, and it was like 20 of these guys just driving around shooting people.
Dude, I'm telling you,
Oh
I
my
still
God.
think it would. I mean, obviously, this would be better for like YouTube videos. Like I don't know if you would want to Twitch stream this, but you literally just go around as like a serial killer, just like kidnapping people, taking them out to the middle of the desert, and just like killing them, robbing them, or rob them, kill them, and leave them there, bro.
No, you gotta give
Dude,
them the kosher experience, dude.
We use voice changers with our Go XLRs. Give me your body. He's like, no,
Well,
please.
I
Drive a taco
still,
truck?
The last time that no, you gotta get a McDonald's van, dude.
They have that?
My RV,
Oh,
you just paint it red and yellow. Yeah, I've had people come up to me, though, hey man, you selling burgers? No, we're closed.
Oh,
XQC was training people how to work at Burger Shot the other day.
Yeah, he's the manager or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh my
I
God.
don't know, dude. I feel like it's not the same.
Have you guys been paying attention to like Twitch metrics at all?
In what
Also,
sense?
like
Like
overall
viewership?
numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen it. I was watching your podcast with Jordy, and I saw you guys like touched on that.
Yeah,
And, like, I've
it's
definitely
it's
seen it.
it's down by a lot. So it's just
Yeah.
interesting to see. It seems like everybody's kind of making up for not being able to go on vacation for the last year.
Yeah, I'm feeling like that too. You know what I mean? Like
Everybody's just like, kids are out. Let's go. Let's go to
yeah,
Cancun. Yeah, like everybody's just going.
Cancun.
People are literally coming into my
Bro, I
stream like,
just was.
Danny, I just wanted to let you know I'm gonna be gone for like the next week because my family's going on vacation. I'm just like, have fun.
Yeah, same.
So I think once we
Yeah.
get to like the middle of summer, things will pick back up because everybody kind of got that out of their system, you know.
I hope so. Yeah, or
But
like early school. I think it's
I'm-
also like Warzone too. It's like
This
Just
weekend,
dying.
yeah, this weekend and next weekend,
Aw.
I'm doing some vacation stuff and I'm vlogging.
oh,
I
nice.
got a GoPro, so we can vlog.
Nice.
I don't know how
Which one
well
did you
how
get?
good the Hero 9.
Oh, let's get the newest one.
I guess so.
Okay.
I got like a
You're 9
500.
black max or
I don't know. I got like the Hero 9 off Amazon,
Okay.
and I got like a
Okay.
500 gigabyte memory card and a case with a
nice.
and a little selfie stick that turns into a tripod.
Oh yeah.
So how good are the mics on there though? Like, will I be able to just sit there and talk to it, or is it
They're
like
like fine. They do have like a Sony one that's like about $700 or $800. It's like all like for that. So it's like a small digital size, like the size of your phone almost,
okay?
and like has like a microphone that's vlog quality.
Yeah,
I'm
but
built
gonna-
wouldn't
into
I'm
you
gonna
just want to
take-
get a lapel
yeah.
mic?
I'm gonna take my other. Can I do that? Can I get a lapel mic and just?
You'll have
should
to
be
stick it
able
up
to.
in post, but yeah.
Yeah. That's.
I'm
honestly,
gonna look at test footage on YouTube and determine whether it's good
Yeah,
enough. Because
good
I
idea.
got a couple days I could probably trade it if I wanted to.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, depending on your budget, I know like a really good one that
I,
like
s-
is
I spent like
meets
$600 on the whole thing. So like the charger with an extra battery and all kinds of stuff.
everything. Yeah. Okay.
And I got like a
Yeah.
500 gigabyte memory card too, so I don't really have to worry about deleting stuff for a while.
Yeah.
Wait, dude, why am I just now realizing you have 2 Ryzen CPU boxes?
Mhm. I have a
What the-
20.
how?
I have a 2700X just sitting there. Because it was
Are you
giving me
serious?
it was giving me issues. Yeah, I don't know if something's bent on it or what.
Hmm.
You can have it.
I mean,
I don't care.
Yeah, that's because there is that one time my original CPU, the pins were bent, and I straightened them out and it worked for like another 6 months, and then I tried it out again and it stopped working.
Yeah,
And
I was
then,
having temp issues. It was getting way too hot and it was throttling.
we so okay, the RMA process, you return it and then they just send you a new one, right? And so my big brain over here, I decided, hey, I could make that process more simple if I just buy a CPU from Best Buy, put the old one in the box, and then return it and say it doesn't work, and then keep the new CPU. And it worked. So I saved time. I didn't have to pay any extra. Made my life easier. There's your tip for the day, because no one will know.
Yeah.
Still on 2nd gen Ryzen though, so
Yeah, I mean, people are asking me for my PC parts. They're like, "Hey, can I have your old PC parts?" And I'm like, "I already given them to my brother."
Yeah.
Yeah. So
well, so okay. I had to specifically put that I had to pay Jopa for the computer because I knew people were gonna be like, "Oh, people are giving out PCs for free now," because like, God, people are rabid about that stuff, man.
bro, they get crazy about anything, man. Really,
You're
anything.
giving away stickers. Give me some stickers, bro. It's
Bro.
like, dude, go print one out yourself, man.
People were getting into big arguments yesterday because for Father's Day I posted stuff, that had to do with Father's Day, and people are like, "You're not a real father," and all this stuff like that. And I was like, "Bro, I have a stepson. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I'm just chilling with my girlfriend and her kid. Like, we're married. He calls me
Yeah.
dad. You know what I mean? Like, it makes no sense."
Yeah.
And I was like, we're even in the process of like adopting him, so that
adopting him,
legally
yeah.
he's my son. So
Who's this Arcello dude, by the way?
no idea. I guess it's somebody who I assume was underage, and so they got bullied for something, and they privated their account, something. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's like
'cause
leave
that's
Arcello alone.
That's the stupidest meme by far. Like, I understand that I missed the rage because I think it's kind of funny.
I'm glad
The
that's
little
going out.
The squirrel one is okay.
What's
but,
the squirrel
like,
one?
have you seen that? Like, it'll be like a TikTok where like something weird happens and it shows Tom the talking cat and he's all what like that one.
I haven't seen that.
See, this is the time where the screen share thing would be good.
Chris is just in the meme side of TikTok.
It,
I'm over here seeing some woman give birth at a McDonald's.
I didn't see it. I love that.
Bro.
I can't screen share it, huh?
No, I don't want it to get the video.
It's just a video of Tom. Never mind.
I watched somebody get taken down for a 3-second clip the other day. So
Jesus Christ, dude. Anyways,
no audio either. But they're like, oh, that's my footage.
Yeah. So, bottom line is, this meme sucks, and I hope it dies soon.
I mean, they always do really quick. Something else will come along, but I don't care. Like my wife would be like, "Should I block it so they can't comment that?" I'm like, you got to think about it. It's just extra comments. They're just, it's just helping your videos.
Yeah.
People are just going around spamming it everywhere.
Yeah.
What I can't stand is like the Arabic that they spam. It almost looks like dead fish skeletons. Have you seen that? It's just like a million of them.
Oh, like it's like Arabic put in a shape of like.
Yeah,
okay.
It's kind of gone away now, but I still see it every once in a while. Where like literally you have to scroll for like 10 seconds to like get to the bottom and delete it. But
well, you have to get to the bottom. Yeah, I thought you just
no, I just mean like when you see that it's like you're like, oh my gosh, like and then you delete it because you see how long it is. But you're just sitting there like, seriously, dude. Because what they do is people have found out ways to like break the comments so they can put more than the allowed characters.
Oh well, dude. I what I think is stupid. People they figure out how to tag people, but like it uses a different phrase. So like they'll tag you, and then it'll say like person who smells bad or something like that instead. So like I guess what you have to do is you type the person's name and then you delete it and then you put whatever phrase you want and then it still tags you, but it says something else.
Have you seen people literally it'll flag it because they're asking for you to follow, but it'll be like people just putting like please follow me with like a sad face and like the auto thing, like asking to follow you is automatically blocked by the comment filter, like whether you have it on or not. So
yeah,
it's funny.
Good.
Like you just see all these people, please follow me, with like sad cry faces. I'm like, bruh, oh, you guys are gonna love this, dude. You guys want to see it, or you want me to just like, you just want to wait till I post it tomorrow?
Well, let's see it.
I made another lost a follower TikTok, but this one is a little extra.
Oh man.
All right, let me see if I can show you. Okay, so.
But he just accidentally posted it right here.
Just accidentally deleted it. No! Oh no, that's a T-Feel unboxing. All right, lost Twitch follower. So I haven't done a Twitch follower yet. So.
Did you wash your hands? Yeah. Hi, Potato said he unfollowed you on Twitch.
No, not the Twitch. No, he said something too.
What did he say?
He said goodbye, bitch. I think I'm gonna be sick.
You better not throw up.
I'm gonna throw up.
No, don't. I don't do throw up.
No, I literally like grabbed the chest like.
Dude, you know what that reminds me of?
What? Step Brothers?
No, it reminds me of Arcade Craniacs, dude.
Because I thought of Step Brothers where they're at the kitchen table and like they say they're getting a divorce and so they just both start crying and he's like, I think I'm gonna be sick. He's like sitting there crying. Yeah. That's what.
Which, by the way, he's been posting a lot. By the way, like he's been killing it.
Who? John C. Riley?
Craniacs?
Oh, Arcade. No, yeah. I watched I thought you were still talking about Step Brothers. My bad.
No, I was never talking about Step Brothers.
I said something about Step Brothers, and he said he's been posting a lot. By the way.
I know. I get it. I just continue.
So only you're allowed to get nitpicky about stuff, huh?
Dude, suck a butt, man. Just keep going.
Arcade Craniacs, I saw them on like Instagram Live, and they were talking about how they exploded, and how like they're on the way to like 3 million followers or subscribers on YouTube, and it was crazy, man. Like they know exactly what they're doing. They're so smart.
I told you.
I said that at the beginning. It just I don't know. It felt. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It just can't. Like I wasn't sure. It gave me like a weird feeling, about their videos. But as I watched them more, I could tell the way that they started to like crack jokes more and the way they did it. That they're like using it to like talk crap about people. They talked crap about Bryce Hall, like and how he couldn't fight in their last video and stuff. Like it was funny.
Yeah, no,
I thought about buying some merch.
That's the guy
I-
with the.
His booty smells like poo poo.
Okay, I think I know who you're talking about. He's the guy that like.
He does like the 3 a.m. videos.
Oh, okay. He's like
The
really
Among
hyped
Us
and stuff,
meal
right?
from McDonald's.
Dude, I
at
just love
3
it.
a.m.
They were at McDonald's and he's like talking about this and then he's like, wait, and he like opens the window and he's like, the guinea pigs of the internet. And I'm just like, bro, what? Like he opens the window for like no reason, like he's about to crawl out. Like,
Hey, yeah, I saw you react to that one. Okay, that's
Yeah.
right. That's the guy.
yeah, those guys
Yeah.
are him and the girlfriend. Yeah,
That was a
I-
fun one.
funny.
I mean, the one thing to remember is like they're real people. So like whether or not they're doing it for satire, like
He used to be on Disney Channel, I guess, right? At one point.
what?
Oh, okay.
That's what I've heard. Edward Centino.
What was his role? Like, what was
No
he in?
idea.
Well, that's the thing. So Disney. Let me see.
That sounds like a one
No.
of the newer ones.
I'm 90% sure that you're talking about that picture where it's got the Disney Channel logo
Is
and
he-
he's like standing there
Is he
with
photoshopped?
the wand. I'm pretty sure that's
Uh,
photoshopped. Yeah.
That's
Oh.
even funnier, bro, because it makes people
Yeah.
think that they were on Disney Channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Jake Paul and Logan Paul, I think, were both on Disney Channel.
Yeah, they were on like Mickey
So-
Mouse Playhouse or something.
No, dude, they were. Actually, no. Yeah, you're right. Jake Paul. What was it? I don't even know what show he was. He
They
was
st-
on
they
after
start-
I stopped watching that.
They
like,
started
TV.
YouTube young, bro.
They
Like,
started Vine first, though, didn't they? Or no,
I
no, no.
don't
They did start
know.
YouTube first.
Yeah, they
You're
started
right, you're right.
YouTube, and then Vine blew them up, and then their YouTube blew up because of that. But like, they started YouTube when they were like little kids. They were like 12 or something.
Dude, what's up with Shane Dawson? I haven't heard anything about him in a while.
He made it. Well, he got accused of some stuff, and then I mean, that's what I heard. But he said recently that he's not going to let his channel die. Like he's not abandoning his YouTube channel because he hasn't posted in like a year or something.
I miss his conspiracy videos.
Yeah, I don't know why he stopped doing those. Maybe because he just ran out of ideas. But those were he was killing it with those for a while.
Yeah, that
Content Cop.
'cause-
Did you see he posted? Or not Content Cop. iDubbbz. I just know him as Content Cop. Like that's what got me into him.
What did he post a Content Cop or what?
No, he hasn't posted Content Cop forever. I think he abandoned that. But he posted talking about. I didn't know he works at Best Buy. He's wearing like a Best Buy uniform. And then he's talking about how he hates those like stickers people put on cars with like their family and stuff. And then talked about like bad shirts and stuff like that.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't work at Best Buy, dude.
He had a name tag and everything, but whatever.
I mean, I don't know. The first comment I see is, "Dude, I saw you working at Best Buy. Thanks for helping me with my shopping. I hope you get the promotion." That guy is obviously memeing, and he's verified. So
Oh, it's
Yeah.
funny either way. Because he makes it look like he's literally at Best Buy in the back, like filming it.
yeah, no, because he, I don't know. He's got a really rocky history with YouTube, man.
Oh, I mean, he's definitely done some controversial stuff.
That's
But-
the old uniform. Holy crap!
He's
dude.
he's definitely one of those guys who like really promotes like free speech and stuff. Like you shouldn't give words power. You know?
That's a bit of a liberal use of the word, or the term, but
Well, I listened to him in an interview talk about that and that controversy, and he was basically like talking about how giving certain words power is the reason why people get canceled, and we're letting it get worse because we all of a sudden make these rules. Oh, you can't say this word anymore. Obviously, the word you're talking about, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, because that's hate speech, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I trust me. I agree. Freedom of speech is definitely something that should be heavily protected. I think there
Yeah,
was
but
even like
once-
an interview that I saw where some North Korean defector like was saying that like woke culture in the US is like worse than North Korea. It's that bad with the censorship. And it's like,
I
yeah,
mean-
honestly, I can see it.
Just go on Twitter, and it seems like every day cancel so and so is like a new trending thing.
Yeah.
Because Twitter has just turned into politics. Ever since like the 2016 election, Twitter's just been
Twitter is
crazy
literally
with the
just
politics.
crypto and politics. That's it.
and Hollywood
there's-
drama. Those three
Yeah.
things.
I
Mainly
don't even care
politics.
about Hollywood drama. Like I don't know what's such a big deal about it.
I
Tom
paid-
Cruise is still in Scientology. Woo.
No, not stuff like that. Like it'll be like so and so, is having a kid with so and so, and like Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone.
Brenda's song, right? Yeah.
He just had a
Yeah,
stroke.
him and Brenda
bro.
Song are having a Macaulay Culkin. Culkin? Is it Culkin? Macaulay Culkin?
Culkin, yeah.
He's having a kid with Brenda Song from Sweet Heaven Zach and Cody.
Which is
Yeah.
crazy to think about. But
It's an interesting match, but it's kind of cute, actually. I'm kind of into that. That's
I
sweet.
support it. I support it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I looking at signing up for these acting classes that start in July, so I'm paying a little more
Awesome,
attention to
dude.
stuff. And like I said, if I can get
Awesome.
verified soon, that's gonna help too, because I'll be like,
Yeah.
dude, I really hope that the way it's gonna work is I'll go, I'll improve and show how passionate I am about it, and there'll be people there who like know who I am because of TikTok, and because of that,
Sure.
like somebody will be like, yo,
There's a
We'll see.
very small chance that I got recognized at the dentist.
it's geographically based. If
Well, 'cause
anybody's gonna
stuff-
recognize you anywhere, it's where you live.
The chick that was doing my x-ray, she's like, where do you work? And I'm like, what? She goes, are you working right now? And I'm like, well, I used to work at Best Buy. She goes, but are you working now? I was like, well, I mainly just use stuff that's like online. And she was like, oh, well, you look familiar. And I was like, okay. I was like, I don't know what that means, bro, but I don't know,
I
man.
swear, everywhere we go, people like, it's we wear masks whenever we go out, so people kind of like stare at us like they're not sure, you
Sure.
know.
yeah.
Because we were out and about yesterday, and there was a lot of people that were like looking at us funny, but kind of like went
Yeah.
on with what they were doing.
Back onto the IDubbbz thing though. So the whole thing with him wearing the Best Buy shirt, dude, I'm pretty sure that shirt is from like
It's really old.
maybe like
Yeah.
6 years ago at the very like I guess earliest.
I want to make it clear there was an IDubbbz. There was a couple things that he did with words, but there was one really, really strong word. I think that was what you were talking about, Chris. Like he said something on like a red carpet event or something. Like he went up to like some.
Oh, the Tana Mongo thing.
that was
yeah. Well,
What
it's-
is he- I have no idea like any of this content. I've never watched a single video. No,
Okay.
I watched the one where the kid who did the lightsaber fight and he was like pretty
Oh.
obese.
Yeah, the Full Force. Yeah,
Yeah,
his
that's
little
the only one I've
documentary.
seen.
dude. When that fat what's the guy's name? The fat guy. The one that it's
Forgot his
about.
name.
Anyways, that guy has a TikTok, I'm pretty sure, and those TikToks are crazy. It'd be like him like walking down a set of stairs, like almost having a heart attack, and like stuff like that. But dude, I think he Twitch streamed at one point too. But when he's sitting
Yeah.
there, and there's just like cat shit everywhere, and he's taking like bong hits and like coughing up a lung, I was dying, bro.
Yeah.
He was just sitting there,
Yeah.
man. And, like he walks in, he's just like, I'm embarrassed because there's just literally just cat shit everywhere. Like
Oh,
it's so
man.
gross.
I don't know,
I
man.
told-
That
I-
kind of stuff is.
I
I'm
told
not
him to
li-
clean this up.
that kind of like almost like cringe humor. I never understood that.
That was legit. Like that's just how that guy lives, bro.
Yeah, I know.
You can go
but,
watch
like,
his YouTube and like that guy isn't acting. I mean, have you seen his cooking videos where he makes like his like special meals? He'll really take like ramen and like chili and just like mix them up with hot dogs and like
Well-
just a bunch of garbage thrown into a pot, and he'll call it like a meal. Like he'll
It's
like show
when
you how to
people
cook it.
when people watch like Hoarders or whatever, like that, I don't understand how people watch that. Or like, what's that one thing you had to watch? Was it like 800-pound sisters or something like that?
Oh my god.
Yeah, like that stuff. I don't know why
That's
people
sad.
watch that.
You don't
I
know what it's like to
watching
be
that.
my size.
Dude, she was so fat that her face was starting to like her forehead has started to protrude outward because she had that much excess fat.
I've literally seen
sad.
a video where this guy talks about how like the doctor's talking to him and telling him like, if you don't stop, you will be dead in a month. Like you gotta stop eating. And his forehead has like started to like, he can't see because his forehead is like so fat, it's starting to get in
How
front
do
of his
you
eyes.
Get that fat though. That's what I
Bro,
don't
you gotta
get.
realize there's definitely a certain point in obesity where you're just like, this is impossible, and you just give up all hope and like eat yourself to death. And so a lot of
Yeah.
these shows are about those types of people.
But so okay,
I would
There's
never
times-
let myself get to the point where
Yeah.
like
to me it's not like a discipline thing. It's like there's times where I eat and I get to the point where I'm so full that if I was to eat another bite, I would literally throw up.
yeah, and these people
And
literally
I
make
don't-
them sick. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get how people even do that. Like that's and
Well-
on a daily basis.
Yes, they will literally eat to the point where they throw up and then they'll
And
be
keep
hungry
eating.
again because they threw up everything and they'll eat again. Like they just force feed themselves.
Oh,
And a lot of it is like, obviously a lot of it's this really bad junk food because that's the stuff that tastes good and gives you that like dopamine rush, you know, where you're like, oh,
Right.
mouth. Joe Rogan talks about it all the time about how a lot of people just can't lose weight because they get that high. It's like you get a little bit of mouth pleasure, you know, from eating that good food. But is that 500 calorie dessert really worth you have, you know, like are you going to go run for an hour to burn that off? Like no, like you gotta sit there and be like, this, you know, 5 minutes of taste buds firing is not worth running an hour. You have to like make that conscious decision in your head, and a lot of people just don't think that way.
Speaking of Joe Rogan, I was listening to a couple of the podcasts on the way to Phoenix, and I think it was one with Tom Papa. Someone brought up the idea that you could legit, like, I think some physicists were saying, if you wanted to, you could go forward in time, right, and get a sex change, go back in time, and then get yourself pregnant.
Tom Papa would say, I can picture Tom Papa sitting there. He's like, I made you some bread, and then he just starts talking about, so I was thinking about, and then he starts talking about getting a sex change and going back in time and getting yourself pregnant.
Because it was saying
dude.
like in the future they're gonna have stuff that like works, you know, and I was like, what the heck what am I watching? Yes.
I mean, have you guys been paid attention? Because I've seen it. You know, they always talk about like, you see these bullshit headlines where they talk about like, oh, you know, this is gonna change everything, but you look at it, it's like human trials are not gonna be done for like 5 years. Like it's not gonna hit the market for a long time. But I think the first like male birth control finally came out, where like you get a shot, but they said it causes all kinds of problems because the way they do it is like it like almost lowers your testosterone to the point where like your nuts just don't make swimmers anymore, and
Your
it's like
nuts
what
are gonna
what
be quaking, buddy.
oh bro, that video, man, dude, when you fire this game up, your little nuts, yeah. He's like, have you seen that? Is it Sam Hyde? Yeah,
Sam Hyde, yeah. That's
Genie,
Sam Hyde.
have you seen Sam Hyde?
And I don't recall.
Bro, that guy. I don't know a lot about him, but I just seen all the memes. But it was like, though, like, was it Call of Duty? I
don't know.
There was a
dude.
game where he was talking about like how good it is, and he's like, when you fire this game up, your little nuts are gonna start quaking, buddy.
This sounds like a Dr. Disrespect thing, honestly.
Yeah, so
Sam Hyde is like, I don't understand how he makes everything funny. He went to a gas station. He's all, "Hey man, you want some goobas?"
I gotta watch more of his stuff, bro. The only thing is like, and you know, obviously this is just I'm talking
Clark.
I'm obviously just talking about the really dark side of memes, you know, like I don't think this is funny. Because the reason I found out about Sam Hyde is because every time there was like a shooting or something, they would be like, oh, the suspect was found, and it's always Sam Hyde with like an AK. Like they got this stock picture of him standing in his.
Sam
He's like
Hyde look like?
standing in a field with an AK-47, and they always say it's him. He looks like you, Genie.
Oh my god!
Sam Hyde.
You want some goobas?
There's no way I look like
I'm
this
kidding, bro.
fucking guy.
I was kidding, dude.
Maybe the facial
But-
hair.
I
That's
love me
funny.
some Clark.
Yeah, no, I gotta watch some more of this stuff.
Oh, dude.
But dude, like I don't like
Really?
every time I would because like at the same time it's like whenever one of those shootings happens, you don't want to like you almost don't want to know. You're like, it's just messed up. I don't even want to
course.
see this guy's face. But like I would scroll through like memes on Reddit or something like that, and they would say they found the suspect, and it would be a picture of him, and I'm just like, bro. But
Of
yeah, no, Sam
course
Hyde.
they
I gotta
would.
look more into him, but
Oh my god! Of course they would. That's so stupid. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Sam Hyde. No, dude, that reminds me of the He Will Not Divide Us thing with Shia LaBeouf.
I remember
yeah,
that.
He was there for that, I think. He
dude,
said
that
some-
was
Some anti-Semitic thing or Semitic. That's the word, right?
yeah, I think
stuff
so.
there. He's not really. He says some stuff that you really shouldn't
Bro,
be
that-
saying out in public, but
That was crazy how they took that down, that live stream. Did you guys see that?
it took down like 4 times, dude.
Yeah, so what they were doing, and I don't know why they didn't just take the audio off. Was it because it was playing, like, you could hear it? But anyways, they had, like, a camera staring at this flag, right? It was a flag, right? Like, waving that said, like, he will not divide us or something?
Originally, it was literally just like a empty parking lot or like an alley or something.
With, like, a
Mm.
flag? But anyways,
I think
They-
so.
they just had a camera, showing this flag, and people on Reddit started driving around the area and like honking their horns and like calculated how long it took to like hear the horns to figure out where it was, and then they would take it down. But they did it like 4
Yeah,
times.
That was no. So that was the last time that they had the flag up
Yeah,
because
But it was crazy,
got
bro.
So bad, they had to put it in the middle of nowhere and stuff like that.
yeah,
Dude.
and they still figured out
there's-
where it was.
There's
Oh my
that, and then
God.
there's
The
Operation
internet's
like.
crazy.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it. It was like Operation Baja Blast or something. Have you guys heard of that?
No,
No.
sounds like
So-
my kind of operation.
It was actually called Operation Soda Steel, but they got renamed Operation Baja Blast. What happened was, so this guy, he's like on some forum, he said he was thinking about getting like a cup from Taco Bell, right? And then hooking up like a tube to it into like a 2.5 gallon tank in a duffel bag. And so what he would do is he would go up to the soda machine and just start getting soda from the machine.
He's just stealing soda, bro.
Oh my god.
And
Operation
So
Baja Blast.
yeah, he put it on this forum, and people were they're giving him like engineering advice and like telling him like how we should actually do it. And so him and his friend go to this Taco Bell and like at the middle
And
of the night.
They
and
just clear out
brought
this
home, like,
Taco
2
Bell.
gallons of Baja Blast, dude.
I mean, obviously that's wrong. You shouldn't steal. But dude, why has
Oh,
nobody
no,
thought
no.
of that?
Because the thing is, so first off, they have free refills there. Okay, so technically it's okay.
Are
But
you gonna
also-
get that many refills though? Like that's
Theoretically,
definitely
you could.
how much. I mean, I feel like the average person, even if they sat there and just drank soda, they're not gonna drink a gallon. That's a lot of soda.
you're not
bro.
gonna drink, dude. All I'm saying is, you could probably get it done if you tried hard enough.
Well,
right?
I guess what you're saying is like if he got caught, he would just be like free refills.
Also, keep in mind that's like $2 worth of soda for Taco Bell, so like you're not
True.
really missing out on much.
True.
So-
At the same time, it is a corporation. Like
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, if everybody did it, then we'd have a problem. But the big thing was at the time, Baja Blast was not available in stores.
Yeah. Well, it's not again, right? If they take it in
No,
and out
they-
for special times.
I think they have it out right now because I saw somebody they got Baja Blast and then they got Baja Punch as well.
I want Baja Blast sugar free. If they have that in cans, I will go get some right after this. It's so good, bro. I love Baja
mean,
Blast. My favorite soda.
Baja Blast is probably it's like the cure to COVID, dude. It's so freaking good, dude.
So I have a confession to make.
Yeah.
My weightlifting program was it sucked. I was doing a weightlifting program, and I found out, especially after like watching like Greg Doucette and some other like fitness YouTubers that I really respect, you know, they like call people out for bullcrap. He's like, all these people, you know, the way Greg Doucette talks. I don't know if Chris, you might know. Are you know Genie? He's very loud and he like rants. He's just a jacked out of his mind dude. And anyway, he was just talking about how all these people are selling, or like all these websites like bodybuilding, men's health, they're all like, you know, promoting these workout plans. But at the end of the day, you're not gonna stick to a workout plan unless you enjoy it. Like you look forward to doing it. And so if you like force yourself to do these set plans that have like 1 or 2 exercises per day that you just don't look forward to, then it's going to discourage you. And so I watched his videos, which he made one of like every body part, and was like top 3 best and worst exercises for chest. And he'll literally be like, you do these 2 exercises twice a week. You don't need to do anything else for chest. And so like I just went through all those videos and made a workout plan. So 6 days a week now, I'm going to go work out like religiously. And like I set it up so I can superset. So like I'm going to do like chest and triceps, chest, triceps. And then I have 1 shoulder exercise every day, because you can do your delts. Like you can do rear delts, regular delts, shoulder press. And then I just repeat it. But every time is a different variation. So like the first day of shoulder press, it's a machine. And then the second time I do shoulder press, it's with dumbbells. So like, you know, I get those like stabilizer muscles worked too. So it's a very good, well-rounded program. I did the math. If I rest 2 minutes between exercises, which is a superset, it should take me about 50 minutes per workout. An hour, you know, because you're always going to have to like wipe down your equipment and all that stuff like that. But an hour in and out every day except Sunday.
I have a question.
Not bad. Yep.
So if you get to a point where your physique is like how you want it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to gain any more muscle, but you also don't want to lose it, how often do you have to work out after that?
I think the general consensus is like, I mean, bare minimum like 2 days a week. You'd have to do like upper and lower, but most people say like 3 days a week is pretty good.
Okay. Dang, that's rough. Well,
but
I'm sure
it would take you a decade to get to that point, literally.
I mean, not necessarily.
I mean, if you want to be like a small ripped guy, it won't take as long. But like, if you want to be like the most sought after, like not too big, but like perfect amount of muscle, perfect amount of like body composition, all that, it's gonna take you like 10 years. Unless, because if you so that was the other thing they talked about, was all these diets were like, all right, you need to take your maintenance calories and subtract 20%, which is like 500 calories for the average person, roughly. And you just, you know, you do that until you stop losing weight and you lower it more. They're like, you're going to get burnt out quicker, and like your body's going to like, you know, start feeling like it's starving quicker if you start with that drastic of a deficit. Like start with like 150 to like 300 calorie deficit. And then after like, you know, a month and a half, 2 months, when you plateau, you just subtract another 100 calories. And it'll, you know, the whole idea is like, instead of being like, all right, 3 months by the summer, I'm going to be ripped. You should be like, this time next year, I'm going to be ripped. That's the way it should be. You should be thinking like a year from now, not like 3 months. Because all these people who do like this really drastic cut, they rubber band, you know? Because you get to a point and then your body feels it, and then you just like binge, and all of a sudden you're back to where you were. Sometimes even worse. That happened to me a couple of times. Like I was eating like 1,200 calories a day. And then all of a sudden, after like 2 or 3 months of doing really well, you know, over the course of a month, I just put it all back and some, you know. And not only that, the slower you cut, the less muscle you're going to lose too, you know. You can even build muscle if you do it slow enough. So my plan is like, this time next year, everybody's going to be like, damn.
Fuck yeah.
Did you guys see Little Man break my arm today, though?
What?
Wait.
I made a TikTok where we arm wrestle, and I added this sound where like it makes like an arm breaking noise, like a snap, and I was just like, oh! And he's like, I win, and I'm just like, oh! Like crying in the background.
This is a little random, but Why have so many like YouTubers and TikTokers been boxing?
Because it gets views, it makes money.
Yeah, but like,
It's just
like-
a phase. It's a phase.
to me, it's like the whole thing with like content creators just coming out with songs randomly. Like, Dream came out with the song, and
Yeah, I
everyone
saw.
made fun of it.
Yeah,
The sus remix is funny.
the Arcade Craniacs made fun of it.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
they're like, it's not even good.
It's not. It's really not good. But apparently, he likes Dream likes the sus remix better.
Yeah.
I heard. Yeah, or something like that. He's like, this is actually not that bad.
Did you watch it,
I
Genie?
don't know.
I just watched it. Yeah, it was really funny. It's subtle, but it was good. It was like,
Oh, what about Windows 11?
Somebody asked me what I thought about
Oh,
that. I
yeah,
have
I
no
heard about that.
idea. Windows 11
It comes out in 3 days.
oh
Bro.
shit.
I'm scared. That's what I'll tell you,
What?
bro. Dude, they'll release updates and they're bad. You think a whole new like update to a complete overhaul is gonna be good with COVID?
My guy, it's not like they didn't test it. They aren't freaking CD Project Red. Chill out. They're like a multi-billion-dollar company. Dude, Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, all he cares about is like starving people right now. That's like his main focus is like world hunger and stuff.
Bro, he's gotta pay for
Bill
that
Gates,
somehow.
Bill Gates does nothing with Microsoft except sign stuff. I guarantee you.
I don't know, dude. I mean, but they have
Yeah,
they
that's
have
worse,
beta
too.
and developer versions for a reason.
They do that with everything that's software related, man. I'm just telling you, you're not gonna find the real bugs and
Dude.
stuff until millions upon billions of people are using it.
Bro, well, obviously, yeah, that's why they come out with patches and stuff like that. But
Yes, I'm
the
just
time
saying,
where
it's-
stuff got
I'm
deleted
not
was-
looking
it,
forward
it
to
was a
bugs.
pre-release version, dude. It wasn't a finalized version, and so people got all pissed off because they're like, "Oh, well, my stuff got deleted." And it's like, well, that's why you back your stuff
So-
up before you try out a pre-release version. That's how that works.
So, anyways, have they shown off like the new features or what? Like, what's so good about it?
So that thing where it shows the weather, that's like probably one of the newest things that I've seen. But I
Wait.
don't know how far they're gonna go off with it.
The weather?
My thing already shows the weather.
Yeah, my
that's one of
weather's
it's one of the features.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I know because they haven't actually released it yet. It doesn't seem like it's much different. The taskbar is in the center now instead of it being to the left.
Huh.
I don't know. I haven't tried it yet.
It comes out in 3 days.
Yeah, 24th, I believe.
Bro, imagine it just like the internet breaks for a day.
Oh man, yeah.
Dude,
I
well,
don't want it to ruin me.
what I've noticed is, so when I worked at Best Buy, a lot of people came in, they're all, "Oh, I still have Windows 7 or I have Windows XP," and I'm
Windows
like, "Dude,
Vista, yeah.
Vista, I don't think so, but XP and 7, because Vista was just basically Windows 7, right?
I mean the military, like 2 years ago, just 2 or 3 years ago, just upgraded to like Windows 10. So they won't upgrade to
Yeah, but
Windows
that's
11.
better than nothing.
They're not
Dude,
gonna. Dude, they said there is like majorly important computers at the Pentagon and stuff like that literally like monitor like nuclear war and stuff that are still running on like old ass internet and like
like DOS.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know why though, right?
security reasons.
Oh.
It's because it would be
my-
more annoying to update Windows or I guess more detrimental to update Windows than to just keep the program running, because what's more important, nuclear war or updating to Windows 10?
I feel like at some
right?
point it's gonna become an issue though.
At some point it
Yeah.
will become an issue, yes, but
Sounds more like
That's
just
kind
putting
of
it
the-
off. Problem for
that's
another
kind of
day.
the point of, well, I mean, dude, a lot of the machines that run old versions of Windows, they're older hardware as well. So you have to replace the entire computer. You have to switch out drives and stuff like that, and it's going to be complicated.
Like war games. Wait, remember war
What?
games where they like came out with this new system, and then like Matthew Broderick starts playing it like because he doesn't know it's an actual like nuclear defense program. He thinks it's a game.
I watched it recently. It was just an AI. That's all it was.
Yeah, but it was like they screwed up, and the program was accidentally like people could get into it, and like it did like scenarios, and like the scenarios that he started playing actually started playing out in real time. Like missiles came online and stuff, and so there was a huge scare.
Yeah.
And like the
no,
things all, shall we play a game?
when I watched it, I
Cool.
realized like that that's a very cheesy movie, dude.
It's a
Like,
good
the
movie though.
acting it's a good movie. Like the premise of it is really good, but like some of the acting, I was like, oh,
What happened to Matthew Broderick, man? He was like
I
cool at
don't
one
know.
point.
He was a really good actor.
Godzilla happened. That movie was trash.
That. Actually, let me see. Let me see what his last movie was. His last movie was Manchester by the Sea in 2016.
He was in that?
Yeah, well, I don't remember
Apparently.
him.
Dude, that was a depressing
He was
ass
in the
movie.
B movie? Oh, wait, no,
Who wasn't in
no.
the-
Wait, what the?
I was gonna say, who wasn't in the B movie? There's a lot of
I'm
actors in
so
that.
confused. Huh. I'm just surprised they never came out with the Ferris Bueller's Day Off 2 because the show was not good from what I heard.
I didn't even know there was a show. I don't like when a movie's that successful and considered like a cult classic. I think they should leave it alone, bro. Like there shouldn't be a Pineapple Express 2 or a Step Brothers 2. Just leave it alone.
Of course,
Dumb and
yeah.
Dumber 2 didn't need to happen. You
All I
know?
did was I was surprised. It didn't say there should have been.
Super Troopers 2 is literally the only comedy movie I've seen be able to pull off a sequel. I don't think I've seen any other one like do it where it's just as good, if not better, than the first, comedy wise.
He really was not in that many movies.
I don't know what
What's his
happened.
net worth, dude?
I don't know. There's a lot of actors who, like, as they go, just decide it's not for them. You know, even though they're
His
decent at
net
it.
worth is 200 million. That's what happened.
Oh,
Jesus Christ,
But
bro.
dude, like Harrison
Maddie
Ford,
didn't
I'm
need to
sure he's
act no
than
more.
that. He's still like,
yeah.
he didn't get
He's
greedy.
like, all
is what
right, well,
happened.
that's my next like 4 generations worth of my
Yeah.
family's tuition.
He didn't
Yeah.
get greedy.
That's good though.
Yeah, no,
Good
he
point,
didn't.
yeah.
He didn't turn into Daniel Day-Lewis. I drink
Jesus.
your milkshake. Did you finish that, Chris?
No.
Damn. I found a movie that has decent reviews. Seems like it went under the radar. It's called The Prospect. Or Prospect? I can't remember. It's about these miners. It's like this girl and her dad. They go to like another planet, right? To like go mine something. And I guess whatever they are getting or whatever, something like that, you know, somebody's trying to like steal it from 'em, like a pirate. And the guy who's trying to steal it from them is what's his name? Freaking Mandalorian.
Pedro
Oh.
Pascal?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's him.
Hmm.
I'll honestly watch anything that he's in. I think he's a phenomenal actor. So I think that guy's just gonna continue to blow up.
Even the Last of Us show?
I forgot he's in that, man. I can't wait to see him in that.
Yeah.
Have you
Nervous as
seen
hell for
that? Have you seen that meme going around where him and like Paul Giamatti are like they're like doing some kind of like acting exercise for like some kind of charity or something like that,
No.
and he's sitting there and he's just like laughing. He's like, and he just starts crying. He's like, and, like Paul Giamatti's like, he's like, hey, it's okay. Like, but people like made it a meme like he actually was like sad. Like, dude, it's that's
Yeah.
how good of an actor he is though. But like it'll be like when they delay Halo again, you know, like when they
Oh,
like when they announce Halo Battle Royale, but then they delay it again, and he's just like, oh man,
yeah.
you gotta watch it. It's so good, man. Because you're like, he looks like a crazy person. You're like, oh shit,
Yeah. That's such talent, dude.
dude.
You
I
gotta
mean,
do that too, though. I'm
No,
hyped.
you know-
I'm hyped.
you
to
know
see
what
do
I-
that.
You know what I really want to watch? American Psycho.
oh, bro, I love that movie. I should get it on 4K.
I have never seen it yet, dude.
I love it because it takes place in like the 80s, I think. There's that famous scene with Jared Leto where he's like talking about like some music album, and he's like, it really emphasizes this, that, this, you know, and Jared Leto's sitting there like, whatever. And then he's like, "Hey, Paul!" And he turns around, he just hits him with the freaking axe, bro. I'm like, "Oh shit!"
My favorite scene that I've seen from it is the one with the business cards.
Yeah, dude, it's so funny, dude. The memes with that.
Did you know there was a sequel that came out?
Yeah, it's garbage.
Yeah, and it's like completely disconnected. You know what the premise of it is?
I don't care. I don't want to hear anything about it.
I think it's basically just like the main character is a girl that like.
It's like his daughter or something, probably. They always do something like that.
I
with
think
those
she
movies.
killed. What's his name in the movie?
Patrick Bateman.
Something. Yeah,
something?
I think she killed him or something like that.
I always used to get that movie confused with Psycho.
Psycho's that
Norman Bateman
Black and
or
white one.
whatever.
yeah.
But
That's
Psycho,
oddly
yeah, oddly
wow.
close, right? Yeah, dude, but it's so funny because, or not funny, but I like the movie because he's insane, right? And so like
Right.
he'll have like these women over, right? And then like there's a scene where literally he's just like chasing one down a stairwell with a chainsaw naked. It's so funny,
Oh.
dude. He's just like
Oh,
he
man.
comes running like she's like screaming running, and he comes outside. He comes out just wearing like shoes. Like not outside, but like in the hall, and he's like looking around, like, and then he just takes off running. It's,
So
dude,
like a
that is
comedic, like
yes, it's like
you would-
a comedic. I don't know what you want to call it, but dude,
like serial killer.
it just yeah, he's a serial killer,
Okay.
and like at the end, he kind of like has like a mental, like he kind of like that movie's trippy, man. You got to watch that. That is
Okay.
10 out of 10 movie, to be honest. 10 out of 10.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, that is a
Okay.
fantastic movie.
Yeah. I think so because I think the right word you're looking for was comedic thriller. So that's usually what they're called, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think like when you mesh genres that like no one's ever really seen combined before, sometimes you get really beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
And it's
That's
always
what we're kind of lacking as of late.
there's something that happens
agree.
where there's a good writer or a good director, and like they have a solid premise, good idea, and they spend the money on the actors, you know, instead of like just, you know, using it as like a big budget to like show all these crazy things happen. Like it's very simple.
Of course.
You know, the plot's not like there's not a ton of CGI. It's all practical stuff. There's something about when that all happens right that is magical. Whereas there's times where they spend all the money on the actors and the script is dog crap. And then it's just like, oh god, you watch these actors look like they're just like, all right, is it time to go home yet? You know, because they just want their money. Like they don't care about the project.
I mean, a good example of stuff turning out right. Quentin Tarantino. That's pretty much exactly what he does. with
Reservoir
the whole,
Dogs. Reservoir Dogs.
I mean his stuff in general, where he spends money on the actors as opposed to like CGI and stuff.
Once
like
Upon
that,
a Time in
because-
Hollywood is one of the most expensive movies made. I'm pretty sure they spent so much money making everything look like they were really in the 60s. Like they took Hollywood
Yeah.
Boulevard and like changed all the storefronts. They put posters everywhere. Like they spent a lot of money, and they
and
had to
when you
shut
say
down Hollywood
change-
Boulevard for like 2 weeks or something.
when you say
Yeah.
change, you mean like it's practical effects. and
Yes,
stuff like
there's
that, not-
he doesn't
yeah.
like to use CGI that much,
yeah.
if any.
And I mean that's the thing though, because I prefer that, and obviously it's more effort, it costs more money and stuff like that, but it's worth it.
Have you seen Jackie Brown yet, Chris?
What the heck is that?
That
Jackie
is
Brown.
I honestly think that's Tarantino's most underrated movie.
That's a Tarantino movie.
Samuel L. Jackson. There's a scene with him in
Jackie
the
Brown.
beginning that like blew me away.
Oh, this looks familiar. Yeah.
Definitely give that a watch.
I
Robert De
haven't
Niro's
seen
awesome in
one.
that.
I know of it. Yeah.
Robert De Niro's awesome in that. There's a scene with like what's the name of the band? The Grassroots playing.
Mm.
Where it like gave me chills. Like I was just like, dude, he is just
Oh,
he's a master at using music at the right time. Like music cues
Nice,
and all that
yeah.
stuff. Like it's just, and you could tell, like, you know, it's on purpose, but it just feels perfect. It feels right. And that's one of the things I respect about him so much is like the song choices and when to play them and stuff like that, you know?
Sure.
Dude,
He lets
I
music
really hope it,
like set the
yeah.
feel.
Love
although there's times where like his music does not fit with the movie. Like,
It's on
I think
purpose.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what I
it's
love,
to
dude.
it's to like unsettle you.
Yeah. It
What do
make
you-
you wonder, like,
You're
why
supposed
is he
you're
doing
supposed to
that?
feel
It's
like
wrong.
something is off.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he knows that it's all got a purpose. Dude, did you know that I'm waiting for it? He's supposed to come out with a book, and it's supposed to like include the backstory of like all the characters in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Like apparently, like it tells the whole
Yeah.
backstory of Cliff Booth.
So you're telling
heard-
me he's releasing the Bible Part 2?
Bro, I love the characters in that movie. Cliff Booth and I can't think of Leonardo's character, his name.
Well, it's
I mean, Brad Pitt. Let's be honest. He kind of stole the show in that movie. But Leonardo DiCaprio is almost like. I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio is just Leonardo DiCaprio to 11 in that movie
and
too.
that's the thing, dude.
I like yeah.
Imagine
Rick Dalton.
overshadowing.
Rick Dalton, yeah.
Imagine overshadowing Leonardo DiCaprio.
But it's
bro.
the way he
That's
wrote it.
insane.
I think he wrote it that way on purpose though, because I mean the whole idea is that Rick Dalton is playing he's playing an actor who feels like he peaked, like he's a has-been.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so that is a very that's a very hard role to play because you're literally playing somebody who's like freaking out that like you know you missed opportunities and like you're not gonna get any big roles again. Which, by the way, I was listening to Scott Eastwood, Clint Eastwood's son, on Joe Rogan's podcast the other day, and he was talking about how Clint Eastwood, Clint Eastwood's like 90 now or whatever, 91, I think.
Right.
And so he's just kind of like trying to sit there and soak everything in from his dad because he knows he's not going to be around much longer. And I guess they were at the dinner table and he was talking about how, like hanging out with Frank Sinatra and like finding out from somebody else that like, his Sergi, it's in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. They mentioned his name. He's like a famous Italian director, makes westerns, and then they just like English dub it.
The spaghetti western guys.
Yeah, spaghetti westerns.
I don't know the names.
Sergio
yeah.
something. Anyways, Clint Eastwood didn't know that the first western he made, where he was like the main guy, it was Fistful of Dollars, I think. He didn't know that movie was like blowing up until he talked to some other people like, yeah, you know that this movie, this and that, you're in it, and this is like you're the main dude. And he was like, what? And then so like they made for a few dollars more and The Good, Bad, and the Ugly, and it became like the Man with No Name trilogy, and then he just went off to make all these westerns. But it's crazy. Like at the time, he was like, this rinky-dinky little Italian movie with like non-English speakers just blew up like literally overnight.
Yeah.
It's literally
So-
like winning the lottery.
I was trying to see the name of
Yes.
Brad Pitt's character. Or
Cliff
no,
Booth.
Leonardo DiCaprio's character in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and it shows the cast, right? And it says Sharon Tate, and then it's Charles Manson, and it's literally a picture of Charles Manson.
Yeah. I
Bro.
love that.
But dude, I don't know, something about watching that scene where they're like sitting there watching that episode of FBI, and like they're like pointing at the TV, and they're like that, like they're talking about like the people in the show. Like he's like one guy hops off the car and he's like, yeah, that guy's a piece of shit or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh yeah, that's Tom something. He's a good guy.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, that's like
it's such a good way
One
to
of the
like
main-
portray
Yeah.
them.
One of the main complaints I heard about that movie was just like, oh, it's just people talking for like 2.5 hours. And I was like,
it's like,
dude,
bro.
but they do it well. Like, have you guys seen Fences?
No,
No.
I
But I
haven't.
understand that's like a failed version of
Fences is
that.
exactly that. There's people talking, but it's about stuff that does not matter. They're
Yeah.
just talking about like,
So is it good?
garbage
Because
trucks.
I heard
just-
people complain because
It's
it's just
Oscar
like
bait.
it's just like
That's all it
really
is.
good
Oscar
acting,
bait.
but about
Yeah.
stuff that nobody cares about, or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas like I understand why in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, like the stuff matters because I don't know, Charles Manson is one of the biggest, like most notorious serial killers.
Well, I mean
like-
the whole point is that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is about like, what if the day that Hollywood died didn't happen? Because literally the day Sharon Tate died, they called it the day Hollywood died, because that was
Yeah.
like peak Hollywood. That was when Hollywood was at its peak of like everybody wanted to go be a movie star and you could actually do it. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like that anymore. Yeah,
It
dude. I mean,
definitely, like,
Genie knows how it is. Like, you could talk to somebody at a coffee shop, and they're like, "Yeah, you know, like I'm auditioning for all this stuff, trying to be an actor." You know, everybody there is trying to be something.
Yeah.
it's tough, man, and we're entering like a new uncharted territory, especially with like social media and stuff. So it's
Dude,
like,
I think LA's dying, bro.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
telling you,
LA
Genie,
is
come
slowly
move to
becoming everywhere.
Albuquerque. It's gonna turn into the place, man.
I know, man.
Because the one thing
Believe me, I'm looking into it.
the one thing that's keeping Georgia from becoming the place is like I mean, New Mexico, or this part of New Mexico has a high crime rate too, but Georgia's hot and humid, bro. Like, it's just not a fun place to be. Whereas here,
Sure,
it's
yeah.
drier, you know.
Georgia's where FPS Russia's from, right?
Yeah, and he's moving to Colorado, right above me.
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
it's because of the weed laws, but
Yeah.
which we know why.
That's
Dude,
gonna go across the world
Did you see
too.
Woody tried weed for the first time?
Yeah, I saw that. He literally went like, I guess, like a 0.1 miles down the street and bought a vape pen and tried it for the first time on the podcast.
Yeah. I thought that was
Yeah.
funny. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's, you know.
I just think
they
it's crazy
actually-
that like he never, like, as old as he is, never tried it. You know, a lot of people
Well, 'cause
like, yeah,
he's
back in my
relatively
day, you
straight
know,
edge, yeah.
everybody was smoking the devil's lettuce.
Yeah, the most that he really does that's like crazy is I guess like he drives a motorcycle. That's it.
Yeah. But Genie, you
And
know how
paragliding.
Genie, you know how I was talking about writing stuff? I think the 90s. I mean, you kind of saw like an early project from Jonah Hill, but I think because if you look at it, like, it basically, the decade that was like 20 to 30 years ago is the one that's like everybody's making stuff that takes place in the 80s, you know? Like, that was starting to
Sure.
happen. Now it's going to be the 90s. Everybody's going to start making stuff that takes place in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's the
That's
people who
actually
are
such
like
a good
old and
point.
old enough that can make their own projects, you know? They
Yeah.
they were all growing up during that time.
I feel like I don't know, because the 90s definitely had some like
I think
stuff
early
that
90s is
was-
cool because it was still kind of like 80s vibe.
Absolutely.
Late 90s sucked, man.
well
Which is when I was
one thing I
alive.
noticed because I've been watching Better Call Saul. So that show takes place in like 2002.
Mhm.
And they
Yeah.
had pretty good attention to detail where like the phones have antennas that you have to actually like pull
Yeah,
out.
I remember having a phone
Yeah.
that had an antenna on it. Yeah. My first
Yeah.
phone.
Uncut Gems does a really good job of that with I think it
forgot.
was 2010 or 2012.
Yeah, I forgot Uncut Gems takes place like a decade in the
Yeah,
past.
and they've got like the old
Which-
iPhone 3GS.
When I tried watching that movie stressed me out, bro.
That's the whole
Yeah.
point of it. Like, my wife hated it because it's literally just supposed to like make you anxious.
Yeah, I
And
don't
like you're
that.
like, and like, I really appreciate how Adam Sandler gets into roles like that. Every 10 years, it's like he
Yeah.
make like
Yeah.
Punch Drunk Love. I like that one better because that one's more
Oh,
like
better.
a
Okay.
yeah. I think I like that one better because that's like another serious role. But like that one really plays into like, I don't know. It's more lighthearted. I feel like Uncut Gems was just
Okay.
like you're watching this guy just continuously take people's
Yeah.
money and make stupid decisions with them to the point where people are like,
Yeah.
"We're gonna kill you." And you're just like, "Oh my god, dude! Like, when are you gonna learn
Yeah.
that they're gonna kill you if you don't stop?" You know, it's so stupid, man. But the acting is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's a very fun movie. But
know?
yeah, you make
Yeah.
a good point about the 90s, man. I'm itching to like do I just had this big rush of like creative energy like this past week, just like thinking about film and like really like
Yeah, we
saying
should
like what do I want to do long term?
we should write a short film.
Dude,
like-
I'm down. I'm
Yeah.
dead seriously down. It'd be such a good thing to do. And it's like it's a
Just move out
killer
here.
move. I mean, like if you're saying like how in your acting class and stuff, like you're hoping like people will be like, oh shit, you're the guy from TikTok. Like let's do some stuff. Like the best way I think, especially like utilizing your platform. I mean, it's ultimately up to you, but I think like if you're starting to branch out into vlogs and stuff, like some really fun content and like interesting stuff would be to say like, hey, I'm making a movie and I'm starring a movie, and you have your whole audience like kind of get hyped for it and like watch it.
Yeah, at least check it
and-
out. Yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I definitely think. I mean, I was thinking about it today because, like I said, I kind of just I threw my stream schedule out the window. So I was like, you know what?
I
There's
love
gonna
that you did that.
there's gonna
genuinely.
be I think there's gonna be days when I'll be like, you know what? I don't feel like streaming right now, and I'm just gonna be like, hey, no
Yeah.
stream today, and it's not like it was scheduled anyways. But then there's gonna be
Yeah.
other times where like I saw Jordy got online, like I might go see what he's doing, and Spidey
Sure.
and them.
Yeah.
And like I might, hop on for an hour or something like that, play a couple games of Warzone. But like
Yeah.
the whole point is that I want people to be like anticipating that I could get on at any moment. I don't want people to be like, all right, he gets on at
course.
this time, he gets off at this time. I want it to be like, oh, I want
Yeah.
to see if he's on. Oh, he's on,
Yeah.
That's
the
kind of
best
how
way
I
to put it.
do my stuff. I
Yeah, no,
I like doing
yeah.
that. Yeah,
For
because
this, I think the schedule was good for me just because I needed to like get into a groove, but now that I have, but I want to focus more on content.
Yeah.
My
Speaking
editor,
of which, I still haven't gotten an email back, dude.
I don't know.
They suck
Suck.
at that,
I don't know if you're gonna get one, man.
dude. Yeah, because like I even used their ticket system, and
Yeah.
yeah, no response. TikTok sucks.
I want to check and
Fuck,
see because
bro.
I emailed that.
Spicy said she talked to them, and they said have him talk to us for security reasons. I was like, screw
Hmm.
you. You guys freaking. It's not like you
Well,
guys
I
actually
mean,
looked at what I said.
I mean, of course they're gonna do that.
What were you saying about your editor?
Oh, I'm giving him like everything now. Like he's gonna edit my G Fuel reviews. So literally my job is to just film it.
Wait, is that
Everything.
good? The podcast or what?
I think the podcast is the only thing that I'm still gonna do myself, just because it makes no sense to upload that big of a file.
Oh, let me know if you want to go on the Minecraft server again because I did change the IP.
I don't
'cause
think
I'm
I
running it.
will.
We're
that
gonna
game-
probably
that-
add mods soon.
That game just doesn't really do anything for me, to be honest. I just feel like this is boring.
That's the
I don't
thing.
know.
You don't know what to do on it though.
But I
that's
go
the thing.
watch people play Minecraft, and it's not entertaining to me. Like I think it's just the game. It's just not for me. And if I don't have fun playing it or watching it, I don't see how I could entertain people
Yeah,
doing
but
it.
there's a difference between playing it and watching it.
Like I don't. It's just the way my brain's wired. Like I need to have objectives. I need to have goals. Like I need to win this game. I need to get this many kills. I need to plant the bomb this many times. I need to use my ability this many times to get XP.
Like I said,
Like Fortnite.
eventually,
you know?
I want to start a Cold War on that server. Because you can technically build nukes on that server or on that game.
Like Rust sounds like more fun to me, but
Rust, I want to try out for sure, and I think I might want to try and start making a Rust server.
I would probably jump into that. I feel like there's more to do on there.
Yeah.
Like I like the combat
Listen.
stuff on there.
I think it's
Yeah.
funny that you can make helicopters.
I mean, literally the whole point of Rust is to like build a base and then go like destroy and pillage people's other bases,
Yeah.
while they're
Well, so-
sleeping.
Fun.
so
Like you get
the
on in the middle of the night. All right, let's go.
The plan is when you send me your stuff from your current computer, I'll probably turn that into the Rust server because it's going to have more cores than my current Minecraft server thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense. I gotta go soon, so we should probably like if there's anything else you want to talk about, just talk about it now. But no, I'm excited, man. I for once I feel like I don't know. I feel like I should follow my heart and do what I enjoy doing, instead of like acting like it's a
Yeah,
job
man.
that I need to have a set schedule for, But obviously,
Yeah,
like I said, there's
listen.
there's these projects, like sponsored projects. Obviously, those have like a deadline and stuff. But other than that,
Yeah.
I want to like now. I feel like I should be like, I want to make a video saying, so you want to join the military and just talk about the reasons why
Yeah.
you should or shouldn't join, and based off my experience,
Yeah, by the way, how long does it take for your ASVAB score to like no longer be valid?
It depends, cause like I think it's 2 years, but if you take it your junior year for some reason, like it's like okay, I think it's valid for 2 years, but if you take the test, you feel like you can do better, you take it the second time, and it voids that last score. So if you do bad, then they're gonna take the bad score because it's the most recent.
Okay. Well, the thing is, I got a call from a recruiter today, and I took my ASVAB in like junior year, maybe sophomore year,
Because of COVID, they might
And-
be bending the rules. You never know.
Because I was like, hey man, I'm not really interested. Plus, I think my ASVAB score is like no longer valid. And he's like, I'm pretty sure it lasts for 2 years. And I was like, all right, we can be sass about it. I was just saying, I'm pretty sure it's expired. But
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I definitely want to like write down and write like reasons to join and not to join. I also
Yeah.
wanted. I wrote down a long time ago. I gotta find it, but I wrote down like 5 things I wish I knew before I started streaming. You know, like
Mm.
you don't need to have all the fancy gadgets. Yeah, it's just things like that. You know, things that it's like, because I see so many people, man. They spend like 10 grand on the setup before they even start streaming,
Yeah.
and it's like it's just the way it is. There is a very highly likely chance that you will never get that money back
I still need a freaking stream deck, dude.
unless you really, really want it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like a
It's
stream
tough
deck.
too, man.
It's a nice thing to have, but you don't need it. You could just take a cheap numpad from Goodwill and just program it so that you hit a key and it changes your scene.
I think
I've seen people do that. Poor man's stream deck
yeah. Are you talking about in OBS or do you mean in general?
in OBS.
Yeah, because I think the reason why people get the stream deck is because you can do more than just stuff in OBS. It's
but
more of a macro thing. I don't know.
the thing is,
Macros are
like,
weird.
The thing is like I haven't done anything with it. I always said I was going to. Like, I definitely want to get some transitions made eventually. Because right now I literally just have it where it fades in and fades out.
Did you ever do
Which
that
honestly
thing
I think is
where
fine. Like people
ever
make
do
it
that
way
thing
too
where
fancy.
you press a button and it opens everything up? Yeah,
No.
there's really a thing you can set it up where it opens up OBS, music, whatever, all that stuff. all at once.
Right now, if I did that, I think my computer would literally have sparks coming out of it. Like, I'd be like,
Dude,
Dude, yeah.
What if it's your drive?
dude, I've looked into it, and people are just saying my 1080 Ti is just being phased out.
That shouldn't.
Like, certain games just aren't working anymore. Every time I update the drivers, something else, some other bug. Like I said, I think my OBS has something to do with it. Like the way I encode stuff, it's with my CPU.
That shouldn't cause OBS to like.
It just, the
Commit
bitrate just goes
Sudokus.
to 0. It just goes to 0, and then when I click exit, it'll be like, are you sure you want to close it? And then I'll close it. Like, I'll click stop streaming, right? Because it still says it's streaming, but it's not. And it'll get frozen on stop streaming, and I have to like force quit it. So like the program is completely freezing. So something is causing OBS to just go, ugh.
Yeah.
I thought
What's
about
the warranty on
reinstalling
your
it.
card?
They're always like 2 or 3 years, and I've had it for that long, so I'm not gonna get a new one. They don't even make 1080 Ti's anymore, do they?
They have to keep some just in case you need to arm it.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to the new computer. I'm definitely gonna do like a celebratory stream when that happens.
Oh yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
yeah, I just was thinking about it lately, and when you say like, long term, like you were, I saw it on the Jordy podcast. You were mentioning like you're never gonna let go of film because that's really where your heart lies. And I was like, damn, like I really fucking feel that because it's like you have kind of paved the path to make it known that it's possible to be a streamer, and if you grind and if you really try hard and you put
People,
all your time and effort into it.
they try to insult me by saying that. I've
That's
literally
so
had
retarded.
people come to my stream or like other streamers say that I am proof that anybody can be a streamer.
That's why is it an insult? How would
You're
that
proof
like,
that you can follow your dreams. Okay.
dude? That's so stupid.
But that's
It's
the
just
thing.
jealousy.
It's like streaming was never my dream. That's why I keep saying like the
Yeah.
acting is what I want to do. Like streaming I want streaming to just be the thing that like I mean like literally there's people
Yeah.
who go watch Carl from The Walking Dead play games because he's Carl from The Walking Dead. Like that's just cool. Like you
Yeah.
can actually
does that?
yeah. But he had to stop. He said he might not come back because he's working on something and he's gonna be gone for like 8 months or something. That's what I worry about. Is that like I'm gonna go like, I mean I would be happy to say that. I'd be like, hey guys, sorry, no streaming for 3 months because I'm doing this big role. You know, that'd be cool. You know,
Well, dude, when Post Malone streamed, that was great, man. He's playing like PUBG and stuff like that.
but like I said, and I said it to Jordy too. I said that my goal is I want people to look at me and be like, how does this guy do all this? You know?
Yeah.
Like, he does so much. The only thing that
Yeah.
stops me from legit just being like a neck beard and like just always sitting here and like never leaving my room, just always doing stuff, is I have a family.
Yeah.
You know? But I think that's a
Um,
good thing.
Yeah.
Mom's going to bed, so we gotta wrap it up.
Shit.
Ma, meatloaf.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, like, I think we're like the past model of what streaming success has looked like. If you look at the guys who like were really like the first people to pop off, I'm looking at like Stone Mountain, Nick Merckx, like all those guys. Like, you look at their YouTubes, it's day in, day out, milking the absolute fuck out of Warzone, like you wouldn't believe. And it's like, how I don't understand how you can like pull out so much content of just the same thing over and over and over and over and over and trying to make like a thumbnail and a title that is just as like gripping as the last one. And I think it's like,
I got the
yeah, it
answer.
makes the money. What is it?
They have people who said it. They're like, all right, so like, you know, they like sit down and talk. Like, I mean, I talk to my editor sometimes too. I'm like, all right, you know, like before my stream, I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna watch these 2 Arcade Craniacs videos today, so you can make reaction videos out of it. You know. Or
Yeah.
like, there's an update for this game, so I might get some good gameplay for it. Like, we just made one out of the nail gun because I like picked up the nail gun from one of my teammates and just killed like 5 people with it. You
Yeah.
know, like it's stuff like that, and I mean, they have it to the actual max where like there's people who sit down and just plan out ideas. Like, all right, new updates
Yeah.
coming out, you know, and like, or you see, Tim the Tatman. He really hammers in that he likes to try out the TikTok loadouts. They'd be like, all right, I got this loadout of TikTok. We're gonna see if it actually, you know, kills, if it kills or not, you know. And then he'll like get his ass handed to
Yeah.
him and be like,
That's the thing. Yeah. It's at least for me personally, it's scary to see like, wow, I don't want to, like, that's great. And it obviously is making them money and success. But like, for me, like personally, like for my own dignity as like an art and like what streaming would be for me, it's like, I want it to be everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
so you want to,
you
you
talk
want
about the
you
military.
want you to solely be a streamer like that? That's what you want to do?
No,
Oh.
if I was to do that, I wanted that to be a part of me. But like, you know,
Yeah,
I wanna
that's
be
how I
a
feel.
streamer. You know
I
what I
mean,
mean? It's
like,
I want.
I was talking to my wife because I was like Twitch is down viewership wise, you know.
Yeah.
We're down. You know, I mean, it's just the fact, you know, like this is my full-time thing. I have to think about numbers to a certain extent. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, that the Twitch isn't making as much money this month as the previous month, you know, that I'm, you know,
Yeah.
not going to make as much with Twitch. So I think I need to put less time into it for right now and put more time into
Uh-huh.
content, you know?
Yeah.
And so that's where my focus is shifting to.
Yeah.
And the idea is if I pop off again, then I can, you know, just stream whenever I want. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? I could be like, hop on the stream right away. But all right, I know that like my stream is going to do a little better. But I almost
Yeah.
feel like having the routine of like having a set time to stream and stuff like that at my size is just, it's almost like not beneficial because people can be like, all right, like, you know,
Sure.
let's see what he's streaming today. And then, you know what? Like, I don't really care about this game, but he's streaming tomorrow. You know, they'll
Yeah.
ask me, are you going to stream Warzone tomorrow? Yeah, I'll probably stream tomorrow. All right, later, I'll be back tomorrow. But if they never know when I'm going to be on, they never know what I'm playing, that leaves some wonder to it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's so much more important to be validated as like a streamer or like a content creator
Yeah.
by like,
What-
not by the game you play, but by you know what I mean?
Yeah, and what
That's what I'm
really
trying to focus on.
put a smile on my face today, and I kind of chuckled when I saw it, when I put that I had an announcement, you know, a huge announcement. And it's funny because somebody was like, bullshit announcement, because I was just saying I should
Yeah.
change my, and I was like, you're bullshit. I was like, you know, like, but there was a couple people who said he got an acting job, and I was like,
Oh.
there's people who care that could
Yeah,
be the
dude.
thing, you know. And to me, that puts a smile on my face because it's like they could see me doing that, you know.
Yeah.
And then the
That's
other
so
thing,
fucking cool.
there was a bunch of people who were like, they're pregnant. I was like, not yet, not yet, because right now they want my wife to get pregnant and they want us to get a cat. Those are like the two things they want.
Yeah.
So, and they want us to get a house because we keep talking about how like we're not doing
Yeah.
those things until we get a house.
Sure.
But yeah, no, it's exciting, man. It almost feels like I took a breath and just kind of like looked at everything. I was
Yeah.
like, why am I stressing about all this stuff I shouldn't? I'm always sitting there
Yeah.
like, oh, I gotta get this done because I gotta stream at this time. Well, now I don't.
Yeah.
Now I can sit there and be like, you know what? I need to get these things done. I'm not streaming until 8 o'clock tonight. And I don't care if 100 people
Yeah.
show up or 1,000 people show up. That's when I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know.
That's so
It still does piss me off when my OBS crashes because I know I'm gonna lose like half my viewers when that happens. It pisses me off.
Yeah.
It just throws like a huge like I gotta restart the stream and be like, all right, I'm back. You know, everyone's like, oh, what happened? It's like, just it just throws off the vibe, man. Like, yeah, but no, like I honestly wouldn't mind like streaming when we do like our late night things. Like just a chill stream, you know.
Yeah.
I still think at some point we gotta stream the podcast.
You think
Trainer
so?
Mix does. Yeah.
It'd be fun.
Joe Rogan does that sometimes, like for special events and stuff like that. It'd be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to me it just kind of ruins the feel of it though. Like it's less relaxed because I know there's a chat there. I know that there's, you know, I gotta be like, oh hey, so and so, by the way, thanks for the, you know, 10 gifted subs.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's
yeah.
just to me
we could always
it-
have like a sponsor section.
It just I don't know. To me it just ruins the mood. I like
Sure.
that it feels relaxed and, you know. I don't know.
Subscriber only stream maybe. I don't know if that might.
I've
Yeah.
no, because that makes people want to sub even more. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I've thought about streaming in the middle of the night and just like be like no cam, no mic, and then just like play whatever, and then like I don't know. I thought about
Yeah.
that before, but I'm like no one would want to watch that.
And that's the thing though. It's like you'd never know. Like there could be that
Yeah.
one person who stumbles upon your stream that particular moment and then they never like leave because I don't know, they just like the way it was and they look forward to that
Sure.
type of stream. Because late night streams are definitely a different vibe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's way more chill, there's less people chatting. People
It's
like
just
talk
like
about
what
deeper
you were
stuff
saying.
at night too.
People also
Yeah.
follow YouTube streams, stuff like that.
It's
They
just
get
like what
people
you
to
were
share.
saying about
People lurk
working
more.
out. If you're like forcing yourself to do a workout, you're not gonna fucking do it, and you're not gonna stick to it. But
Yeah.
if you're doing something you do, damn, it's really cool.
I mean, and I feel bad because I got people who reach out all the time and are like, hey, like, you know, how do I get on Creators Unite? Like, you know, I do this, I do that. And I don't know how else to say it, but it's like if I'm not interested or excited to talk to that particular person for a specific reason, like I don't get excited about it. I'm not gonna enjoy it.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
Like I had been itching to talk to Jordy 2D because like it's just interesting to me the way that like I said, I mean I made a TikTok about it, about how he literally was like doing all this work that like, you know, it was just like whatever, and then all of a sudden his girlfriend was like, you should try streaming, and then like it just clicked. And like now
Yeah.
that's what he does.
It's crazy.
You know?
So crazy.
What'd you
Yeah.
think of that
Nice.
clip that I put on there?
Wait, what clip?
On TikTok. I put a
Oh.
clip of the podcast with Jordy on there.
It was strong. It was perfectly edited. I thought. I was like, holy shit, that's the first podcast clip he's put that I've seen.
I put a few here and there.
Oh, okay. No, it was good, and it was like, yeah, perfectly edited. I thought.
Cool.
I'm not just saying that. Like I was watching it. I was like, damn, like that could have I was thinking about it in technical terms because like I'm always like kind of watching like, why did not like in my own? I'm like, why did that TikTok not perform? Oh, because I probably could have shaved off a couple seconds there, and then that would have like.
Oh
helped
yeah,
the
I literally
average
had
watch time.
I took a 2-minute clip from the podcast and edited it down to like 30 seconds.
Yeah, no, it's
Are-
perfect.
So like
Are
I
you guys-
I cut out a lot of extra stuff that didn't really.
Made you want to watch
Well,
more too.
That was
Are
the
you
point.
guys gonna keep doing that thing with the carrots on TikTok?
Oh yeah, I'm doing it just because I know it's like
is
I don't know,
it?
it's a
What
mindless thing. Like I'll literally like so every time you get like a sack of potatoes or something like that, they donate that to like Feed America or something like that. It's for a good cause.
Okay.
'Cause
Yeah.
I don't
they
send
added
in
an icon for it.
they added an icon. Oh, you mean the top left?
Yeah.
It's been there for me, but like since it
'Cause
first came
I
out.
just when the update came out, that's when it showed up.
Yeah, and I'm still debating on getting this stuff to do like a dude, somebody just came in and gave 100 bits like 8 minutes ago. I just saw for like no reason. And somebody said just subbed again.
Damn.
So weird to me. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the Clash of Clans stream. Or Clash Royale stream.
Are you doing one?
Danny. I'm thinking about it, but I'm worried that it's just gonna bring in a bunch of little kids. Because it's a mobile game.
Yeah.
I think it could be fun. Because I'll like rage. I'm like, damn it, no!
Yeah.
He destroyed my castle. I did that in a TikTok once.
What kind of capture card do you need for that?
Just a regular capture card. It's really the cable that goes from the iPhone to the capture card that is the big part.
That's just HDMI, right?
Yeah, and you can stream it with just your phone, but you won't have a cam because it's streaming from the app.
How are you gonna do the overlay for that?
I'll just make one where it's literally like my screen, and then there's the chat, and then there's my cam with my little sponsor thing rotating at the top. But yeah, I need to change the thing to just say like follow on Twitch, Manny23, you know, instead of live on Twitch Monday through Friday. Yeah. But yeah, no, I think that's a good place to end the podcast. Big changes, man. I'm looking at the bigger picture here. You know?
Fuck yeah.
Valorant still sucks.
No, it doesn't. You just
Freaking
you
screw that
gotta
game.
get
That was
out of
so
unrated, bro.
Funny the other night, dude. That was so funny.
You gotta get out of
tired
unrated.
that game, dude.
Because
it's like we lost 6 matches in a row.
Yes, but unrated is a lot of people solo or duo queuing, and they'll be like the good people, and they'll just carry their whole team. Whereas in ranked, it's you don't run into that as much because they literally have to like go. They have to get out of unrated and get their rank, and it's very time consuming.
We would have won that match if the Jet in our match wasn't.
Oh my gosh, she walked off with the bomb on the other side of the map for no reason. Like we literally cleared it. She just walks off.
She was reading chat. She just wasn't reading chat.
Yeah, no. One guy was like, "Oh, we played one more game after you left. Almost won that one too." And then we couldn't attack. We kept fumbling it.
Yeah, it was bad.
This guy was like, we were talking to him. I think Genie was like, "What are you doing right now?" And he's like, "I'm listening to a podcast." And he's like, "Turn it off."
Yeah, I mean, Jesus, man. And he was
you're like, "I
even
need you to
saying,
try."
like, idiot.
He's like, "Okay."
Yeah, and he was like, "I think when I turned my podcast off, it was better." Uh-huh.
Hey, that's the thing.
I started playing as Sage a lot more.
Yes, because no offense, Genie, but you never heal.
Oh no, I know I suck. I'm not kidding anybody. I'm terrible about it.
I think Genie's good as a race.
When he plays Sage,
That's a nice way to put it. Thanks, man.
He just stays. He needs to stay behind when we're attacking because he'll rush in and then get killed, and it's like, okay, well, I can't get res now, so.
Genie,
I just like playing with you guys.
The only thing Genie, you have to think like, okay, like your boom bot, right? The little like bot that you put down, and it like, if it finds somebody, it like locks onto them and blows up. You have to think about the right time to use it, because if you use it early on, you're just giving away position. Like people know, oh, there's somebody there, and they'll be like, hey, they're at A, you know what I mean, or they're at B, because they see this boom bot come out. They know somebody's like looking.
Yeah.
You want to use it when like, you know somebody's there and you want to flush them out or something. Like you throw it down. They already know where you're at, but now you're giving them some other obstacle to get around. Same thing with the grenade. Like you push somebody to a corner and then you just chuck a grenade at them, and they either sit there and try to get away from the grenade and it still kills them, or they jump out and expose themselves and you shoot them. Like you're using it to flush people out.
I hate that you can get like freaking blinded 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
Freaking bird lady. I want to punch whoever plays that.
I'm gonna show you guys a clip after this, but the new agent that comes out tomorrow, I don't know if they actually added where like you sound like a robot when you talk in the game, or if this guy was using a filter for his voice, but he was like robot, and he's like, revive me, Jet, revive me, because I guess you could go up and revive him because he's a robot. Like you just flip a switch and he like gets back up. And he's like, revive me, Jet, revive me. Revive me, Jet. Use your alt, Jet, revive me. Dude, and then he dies again. But like the round is over, like it says like clutch or whatever, and he's like, revive me, Jet, revive me. But he's dead. Like nobody can help him. It's like a meme, already. So
Yeah,
I'll show you after this, but
you need to learn how to self-res, dude.
self-res. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
can't self-res.
Everyone's always saying that. Well, no, you guys, you're telling me the self-res jokes, but I've fallen for a lot of like Imagine Dragons bullshit, some fucking Sugma. I don't know how I felt for that one. Some fucking.
Dude, I love it. They're like, what's that one band with like the lightning and the thunder? Oh, Imagine Dragons. Yeah, they always. Dude, the freaking Kansas one got me, bro.
Kansas, yeah.
Some little kid, some like 13, 14-year-old kid was like we're having like a deep conversation about like where he lives, all this stuff like that, the game, and then he goes, and yeah, dude, like, don't you like, do you guys realize that the only state that starts with a K is Kentucky? And I was like, no, bro, you're forgetting about Kansas. And he's like, Kansas dick fit in your mouth? I was like, oh, man! Come on, bro! I trusted you! You gained my trust! And then you just stepped on me!
I think E10 is a better one. Because you can use it for so much more. It's like the E10 virus, and it's like, what the?
Oh, yeah, I saw that
virus?
One. Did you guys hear about the new E10 virus? What?
Dude, that's ridiculous.
Genie's room is brighter than my future right now, dude.
Yeah, but let's end it.
Okay. All right, yeah.
Until next week.
See you next week.
Go watch Loki.
No, I'm gonna try.